And welcome back to Praggers Gaming. I'm Gamer Praggers, and this is Techtonica. That's the one. Yes, I know what I'm doing. Promise. In the last episode, did we do this bit? No, we looked at carbon and Sesamite, which are the two problems that we've got with this setup. As you can see, we've got enough reinforced iron frames, and at the moment we currently have a backlog of carbon frames. What we are lacking is Sesamite ingots. Now, that is what we need to look at today. I've had some thoughts. So if we can, first of all, we need to turn the power back on, because that will help us. Oh, it's still on. Well, we'll reset it so that it doesn't go off, because there's nothing worse than the power going off. Okay, and then unknown. I'll just show you. I think I'll just show you. We are on 48. 48 of 8,000. Brilliant. So, we are currently making ingots in two places. Here on Foundry. Oh, look, we've got a load there. Let's go and add those. Excuse me. Okay, so we're making them here because what we're doing is we're bringing up the overflow of Sesamite stems, such as this, and bringing them up here to pop into the system here. And then this processes the stems and sends the crystals to be smelted. It also then sends the yeah, it does that. What I've got over here I think needs to change, because at the moment we were, and oh, it is empty. So what we were doing is we were taking the plant matter, turning it into plant matter fibre, then into plant matter frames, and then into plant matter bricks, and then smelting them into gravel, and then putting them into carbon bricks. However, we've now run out. Also, if we blast smelt plant matter, we get a lot more. So that's what I've been doing. So I brought over that. The plant matter frames could be an issue, but I think we're bringing some in as well. So we're not using the plant matter frames. As you can see, it's slowly working its way back. So I think what we can do is probably tear all this down. And leave it and increase this down here, and this will get more not gravel, black carbon powder, and do it that way. Now the other thing that then comes here, 27, but I'm not going to pick that up because yeah, it produces 4 crystals and it takes 6 per one. Now that's fine. This one's still going probably. Yeah. Are these backed up? No, they're empty as well, probably because the plant matter's being dealt with. So that's fine. So that is one area where we're making sesamite ingots. Arguably, that's the better one. Because this one over here is... it's not very well designed. But I have had some thoughts, and I've increased stuff. So I have increased the number of planters for the sesamite things, and it's all empty. Why is it all empty? That'll be because no, they're all in here, and they can't be processed because the stems aren't being processed quick enough. Why not? Because this has backed up. Right, okay. And we've got a lot of the Shiverthorn extract. Oh, it's disgusting. I hate it. Right, so, yes, that's why this is all stopped. So this is a massive chest, and all of these little chests, and it's all just backed up. Now, I have thought about something. This has all been emptied out now. So this has all been processed. So this can all be torn down because there's nothing here. No. There. Because we don't need any of that. This is now done. That's empty. So we can get rid of that. You're not doing anything. And you're not doing anything. So yeah. I did have a thought of what we can do with all of this sesamite extract. What was it? Oh, yeah. So what we're doing is we're turning... we're still producing Kindlevine. Except we're not. Because we're taking the Kindlevine stems, washing them with the extract, of which it takes 12, and then producing the washed stems, and then the washed stems make the plant matter bricks, which we're then passing into the system. So that's something that they're being used for. But yeah. But then what do I do with the, with that? That is the problem. Can't smelt it. What are you missing? Oh, plant matter bricks. Why are you missing plant matter bricks? Am I not passing them along? Yes. coming over here, around here. What? Why did I stop that? Ah, you're not making... Okay. Ah, I see. Right, let's let you finish processing. And that's not going to be enough. So you need to process, and then we need to take you down. And then remove that. And then remove that. And then have this come out here and along here. There. There. That should help. Huh? Oh yeah. Yeah. So that produces 5 when it processes. Plus this now produces 8. It's just not producing particularly quickly. But that's fine. Okay. So, yeah. That's a lot of dirt. And you're done. Okay. Now, so that's going that way. That's not being used. No, because that's going somewhere that's not being used. Okay. And that's going off there. This is now processing again, but this whole setup down here is just a mess, and I don't know how we fix it. Because we use some extract, but where's that X? So I know that we are using the Sesamite extract for freight, where we're producing the extra cubes here, but I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, is that coming from that could be coming from Foundry, actually. Yeah. Foundry. Still producing? You are? Slow going. But yeah. Right. So let's take you out. Okay. Okay. No, I do need that there. So, yes. So you're not being used. Yeah. I think that's going to be a mistake now. Now that I've thought about it, I think, although that's not producing that quickly actually, so we might be fine. Okay. So, yeah, so these are just taking all of that plant matter and turning it into carbon powder, which then goes over here and isn't being shared here. I think what I'm going to do is take that off and do that. Okay. And then that, what does that do? That sends that back here to make the gel, which is then turned into powder, which we're not using either. Okay. And the gel's there, but it's only coming from here and not used because there isn't any stems. But what I can do is take half and put them in here. So yeah. So yeah. What have we got here? 142. It's not a great amount, but so, I do think we're going to need to rebuild this setup. But I don't know what to do. Because I can take all of these. Hang on. So it's at 8 and 66. I'm starting to think that we need to put a similar setup to what we've got in Foundry, because Foundry works. We'd produce the carbon powder. I'll take that down. We would produce the carbon powder. We'd be using up this. We'd have a surplus of... Because is it... Yeah, that makes the gel, which you then turn into powder. So we've kind of got that set up anyway. It's just not overly quick. We increase this, because the problem here is we're not getting the powder quick enough. And this produces powder as well. And I wonder whether that's what we need to do. And this belt system doesn't work. We know that. It's definitely something to consider. I need to just have a look at how it's set up. Because the plant matter's not going to be a problem, because we'll just burn that using the blast thingies. The blast melters, and we've got but yeah, I like this setup. We've got the sand. The crystals get produced. Two of those to two of these is fine. And you do that on both sides. So you have these outputting to two of those. Two of those, how much does that produce? It produces 24 and it's 10. So yeah, you put that into two smelters and that gives you, we've got loads in there. That could work. And then you've got a setup over here for producing carbon bricks, which then go back into the system. I think this is a winner. The only thing I could do with is a way of getting the excess stems up here. That's the only thing I feel this system needs. And then if that's the case, well, do you even then process the stems on barracks, or do you just grow them? Grow the sesamite seeds, process the vines or whatever it is that they produce. Yeah, because that's... oh, okay. That's why that's filling up. But there is the possibility that we are going to end up in a situation where I actually do need the plant matter bricks. I mean, it's not going quick, but then they could be because it's taking it from the other side as well. But I think it's definitely something to consider setting up. Yeah, because that sand's there. It would just need to be split. I mean, as this backs up anyway. Yeah, it's definitely doable. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to look at doing. Getting a similar setup to this, a bit more compact, in the other place, in barracks. Because there's two things we have to keep taking out. One is the plant matter. Well, this setup solves that. And the other is the gel. But if we're turning that into the powder, what do we need that powder for? We turn I'm sure. Yes, you take the powder and the shiverthorn extract, and that produces a spare crystal. It produces some energy as well, but which is what would cause some lag. But all the gel's being passed out and sent over, and it's being collected in here. So that could be. We probably need a few more super chests, but we need carbon frames for that. That's fine, because what we can do is we can take them from Victor, unless Victor's caught back up. A little bit. It's not quite backed up, but we're producing again, and we've got 3 cubes. Okay, right. I think, although it's a little bit shorter, that is the plan I'm going to go with. I'm happy with that. This is all backed up. Why? You're producing, aren't you? Yeah. So it's doing its thing. The system is running at the moment, and that's the main thing. I could set up another one over here. But are those planted level 2s? No, they're just planters. So yeah, that's the plan I'm going to go with. Are we also out of reinforced? We are. Why? Shouldn't they be coming up from here? Do they just come over here to join up? I think they do. Steel frames. Oh, for the carbon frames. Yeah. Because if they come in all the way over here just to join up with here, why? What? Output is full. Why aren't you doing anything? I don't understand. You've got no inputs. I'm very confused by that. So yeah. Right. Thank you for hanging out. I know that the series just keeps on going and going and going. But yeah. It's only putting a few across when it can. Where's that go? Oh, it's going to make the copper frames, which we can't because they're full. Yeah. Where's that coming from? Is that coming from... I think it might be coming from barracks or foundry. But yeah, so thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Ticking the bell so you know when new videos go live. In the description is a link to the channel Discord. Feel free to come talk about the games you're playing, the games I'm playing, games in general. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!